And we're live.
Hello and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 261. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host. He's the executive producer. He is the show creator and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
That's me. You went with the maroon on the maroon today.
Yeah, does it work?
I don't know. I ain't no fashion police.
Doesn't clash.
I'm just pointing it out. I don't think I don't think you can clash if you're rocking the same color.
What do they call that? Monochromatic?
Monochromatic.
Monochromatic.
You always, words that are like, that you know that you know, you always add a weird emphasis to make it seem like you don't know it. You have a tendency to do, what is it? What is it? Monochromatic. You're like, what is this? What is this? A cell phone? Like, what is this? You always do that.
I wasn't sure that the second half was chromatic until I heard it in my head.
Yeah.
So
it's just funny.
Yeah.
What is this? A coffee mug?
Mug?
You just add a weird emphasis on words that I know that you know.
Yeah.
That you know that I know that you know. Okay, anyways.
Who's on first? Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is always to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. You can, that way you don't miss any future shows. We are live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8 o'clock, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. You know, now I'm regretting not taking
your favorite podcasts, is it? Podcasts?
I'm regretting not taking the hoodie off. We came in here this morning. I don't know, it's like 60 outside or something like that.
Yeah.
So we came in the studio, and I thought, should I take the hoodie off or leave it on?
I just let you figure it out. You're just a man filled with questions all the time. Sometimes you just got to let them figure it. Isn't that right, parents? Sometimes you just got to let the kids figure it out on their own.
Yep, and we eventually do, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought, well, it's not that hot in here, but then you turned on the lights and everything, so okay.
It's going to be a long show, yeah.
Coming up today, we'll have some new products to tell you about. Mother's Day is Sunday, so we'll talk about got some stats about Mother's Day. Plus, we're going to draft the most popular TV moms. And I'm curious to see how this goes. We have a new Stumpah. We have Feel Good Friday. We have Foodie Friday coming up with a sweet, icy treat. So a lot more going on. But first, good morning. How's your week been? I hope it's been good for you. We are finally getting some nice weather here in the Northeast. So I realized last week I never talked about the weather. And Diana has noticed that almost every show I throw in some comments about
something
the
about the weather. Yeah. That's just, I don't know. That's just your routine in life. You wake up to, am I happy with the weather? Am I going to complain about the weather? Weather? Is that weather? Is that what it's called? Is that the word I'm looking for?
But yeah, we finally turned it's been a weird week though. I did a baseball game Monday night in Norton, and it was 69 degrees at game time. And I was in shirt sleeves the whole night. It was comfortable. It was a great night for baseball. Then I think it was Tuesday, I did a softball game in Dartmouth, and it was like 52 degrees and windy.
Right.
So it's just all over the place.
It's funny, and you can go back to all of our shows, because I think I say this all the time, how we live in New England our whole life, yet for some reason every year we complain. We're like, what is up with this weather? So up and down. Like, that's New England. This is what we signed up for living here.
Pretty much every year.
Every year we're like, I can't believe, where is my warm weather? It is 50 degrees in May. What is up with this? Even though every May we have some days that are 50 degrees. Now, it's officially the season where in the morning you need a sweatshirt, and in the afternoon you're sweating your arms and legs off.
Good save.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it the same in other parts of the country? Like Justin in Florida? Do people complain about the weather?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is it up and down like that? Justin tells me it's Groundhog Day in Florida. Every day he hates it.
Hot in here. Really?
It's so funny how many people are like, oh, when I get old enough, I'm moving to Florida. They're like, I have some friends from high school that are like, oh, I'm moving to Florida.
They're already saying that at your age?
Yeah, and Justin's like, couldn't be me. I'm here. Don't want to be.
Don't want to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Justin's in Florida because Bree's in graduate school, right?
Right.
So they moved down there until she finishes.
Yep.
And then
there was like a list of like the best schools. At Florida, it just worked out Florida to be the best option. But they both hate it there. Yeah.
And was it Trish asked at dinner one night? She said, "So are they going to stay in Florida when she graduates?" And he was like, "Hell no."
No, it was funny though. We're in Nashville, and all the Uber drivers, it's textbook Uber conversations. It's the same conversations over and over again.
Where you from?
But then it branches off depending on the answers you get.
True.
One time we got into like, we had like this Egyptian driver, and it got into like, how is Egypt? You know, when's the best time to go? We were talking about Egypt, talking about soccer in Egypt and stuff like that.
All right.
You know, it just goes off in random directions. But every time it would start out with like, oh, you know, where are you from or whatever, and they would ask us, and Bree right away would be Florida. We're from Florida, and finally Justin was like, no, we're not.
We're from New England.
So we think she's like a closeted, you know, Florida fan. Oh. We'll see what happens.
Look out.
Yeah.
If you missed the show last week, we did make an announcement that the show is coming to an end on technically June 2nd.
I was going to make that sound effect with my mouth, and then I was like, wait a minute. I got the button for that.
I got a button for that. Yeah.
AI, shout out.
So
I don't think that's the same thing. But
we've had some nice comments this week. Thank you so much. It seems basically that, folks will be disappointed, but they understand.
Yeah.
So...
But disappointed, the word disappointed, man. You know, it's like, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. It's like, that hurts a little bit more. No, I'm just kidding. Not the same thing. We do appreciate it, though. It's a tough decision to make.
Came across someone in the neighborhood yesterday who said, I don't know what I'll do without your show. Well, you'll find something, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll just call you. We'll call everyone in the morning.
I'll do a random Stumpah.
No, you can just complain about the weather.
Oh, cool.
You can be like, monochromatic, is it? It's just every morning.
It is Friday, May 12th. It is International Nurses Day, so we salute you. It's National Nutty Fudge Day. It's any fudge with nuts in it, I guess.
Yeah, this is a weird day.
National Odometer Day, that little thing we look at to see how fast we're going.
I just don't know who created these days, man. Like,
You've always
nothing
felt that
against
way.
the odometer, but like, it was probably like the person that created it, right? Or their family. It's always the family.
Yeah. Right.
They were like, you know what? Grandpa doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Yep.
We got to make this National Odometer Day.
Exactly. It's National Military Spouses Appreciation Day, so we salute your sister, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah made that day, I guess.
You think so?
Yeah, selfish.
Now, Doug and Marla, this is my oldest son and my daughter-in-law, they're both in the Navy.
I don't think that one counts.
So
I don't think they
would each be the military spouse
because
because they're in the military.
Technically, if you want to talk technicalities, then technicality is it? No, I think they are, but they like this wouldn't be a day they celebrate. Yeah.
And it's also National Provider Appreciation Day. So if you're a provider in anywhere, I guess, a caregiver, whatever, this is your day. On the Datebook, it was on this day in 1960. This must have been some show. Elvis Presley appeared on a Frank Sinatra television show. Elvis sang Sinatra's hit, Witchcraft, and Frank performed Elvis's hit, Love Me Tender.
Okay, just because you annoyed me earlier with the monochromatic thing, I'm going to need you to sing Elvis. I'm going to need you to impersonate Elvis singing Frank Sinatra's song and then impersonate Frank Sinatra singing Elvis' song. Let's hear it.
I don't know if I know Witchcraft.
You've got to be kidding me.
Can I look up the lyrics?
You've had this script you're the one that makes the script, that makes the outline of the show.
And
that's your job.
And by the way, the history
had
tidbits
this for a week.
A week. Yeah, I've had it for a week.
It would take you, 30 seconds to just remind yourself the song? Now we got to wait for him to do it now. Monochromatic, is it? You guys see what I'm dealing with? Like, this isn't one day a week. This is the whole week. I got to deal with this stuff.
This is why the show's ending. He can't take it anymore.
Dad, what's for dinner? Spaghetti, is it? Is that the word? Spaghetti?
Spaghetti
like
and meatballs?
Like he hasn't been making spaghetti his whole life, and he just forgets how to say it.
Okay.
Did you look up lyrics?
Yes.
Oh, so do you remember how the song goes?
Are those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, strips my conscious beer. Oh.
That sly come hither stare is a very interesting lyric. Kind of makes me uncomfortable.
It's witchcraft. Okay. I'm not getting the tune in my head.
Wow.
Yeah. So
this is why the show's ending, guys. He doesn't remember any of the songs.
I could do Frank Sinatra doing, Love me tender.
Okay.
Love me. Okay.
It's been a little disappointing, but all right.
It was on this day in 1965, the Rolling Stones recorded their smash hit single, I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Let's hear it.
There you go. I can't get no satisfaction.
Now
but
in an
I
Elvis.
try.
Now in an Elvis voice.
And I try. And I try.
Not bad.
And I try.
bad,
I can't get no. I lost it.
Yeah, that was not.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
I
Bruce
lost
Springsteen or something? Who came in there at the end?
And on this day in 1994, Pulp Fiction premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. You watched that recently,
I
right?
did. Very interesting movie. Very,
I've never seen it.
I don't know, makes you think. Makes you use your thinker.
Uh-oh.
So it might not be a movie for you.
Ouch.
Monochromatic, is it? I mean,
Ouch.
if you had to think of that word, I don't know if you can handle Pulp Fiction. No, it's a good movie. Everybody should watch it.
Celebrity birthdays. Bruins great Johnny Busick is 88. Singer Steve Winwood, 75. Kix Brooks of Brooks and Dunn is 68. Emilio Estevez, 61. Vanessa Williams is 60. Tony Hawk is 55 and finally starting to slow down.
Yeah.
The skateboarder, he's decided that he really
Well, I think
should.
it was after his last injury. He had a pretty serious broken bone of some kind. Yeah.
Kim Fields Freeman, was she Tootsie on Facts of Life? She was on that show. She's 54. And Rami Malek, I don't know if I'm saying him right, he was in Bohemian Rhapsody. He is 42. All right. Who do we have in the chat today?
Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Gary,
Hello.
right off the bat, said only 3 more shows. Gary,
Yeah.
we're supposed to start your day off on a positive note, Gary.
yeah.
3 more not counting today. We got, right? Is that
Correct.
Wait, is that correct?
It's 4 counting today.
Okay. Because, spoiler alert, he's not going to be here next week.
Yeah, so I only have 2 left.
We announced the end of the show, and this guy's like, I'm going to take a vacation. Like, bro, you can take a vacation when we're done. He's like, no, I'm
Your
out.
brother came back from deployment, and your mom and I want to go see him.
I was using the troops as an excuse. Everybody nowadays.
America.
I don't feel like doing my homework. I'm just going to thank the troops. Anyway, the troops, is it? Anyways, so next week it'll be me and Justin. One last Matt and Justin show.
What did he send you?
A clip of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. It was the last ride.
The last ride.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Abby said he can tell us about the weather and tell us he's fighting a cold. You can be yelling at him in the background. Yeah. Probably because he's probably been telling me about this cold. The allergies. It's not a cold, it's allergies.
It's allergies.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. Had a really bad day today. Anyways.
You're going to miss me when I'm gone.
Maybe. Abby says, you can tell I haven't seen Doug in forever. He was in my dream last night, but had hair. Yikes, Doug. Yikes.
Ouch.
Ooh. Yeah, he's bald now. But he's
He's,
finally, is he still shaving his head?
He's got my hairline. I don't know. When he was on the boat, he was, ship. I called the aircraft carrier boat once on a post.
I ain't got no problem
Oh,
with that.
some guy called me out. It's called a ship. I know, but it was just...
If I go to thesaurus.com, thesaurus is it? If I go to thesaurus.com and I type in boat, I guarantee, I would bet money that shit pops up.
That's what the guys call it when they say, I got to go to the boat today. You know, we're loading stuff on the boat.
I live my life by thesaurus.com, and I guarantee it'll be there. I can prove it to you later if you want. Talking about dreams, though, I had a dream last night. I was like back in high school, but like I wasn't though. I for some reason I was like playing on the high school baseball team.
Okay.
I got like special permit at my age.
At your age.
To play on the high school base because something about, and this didn't happen to me, but it was something about like an injury had cost me my time.
Oh, so you got
I got to go back.
Right, you
I
got
don't know why I
redshirted.
waited this long, but
Yeah.
I got to, so I was back playing high school baseball. Weird dream. I don't know what I ate last night. Actually, I do know. It was goldfish. Anyways, Abby says you should look up the song next time on the Google app.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Google, is it? Anyways, moving on.
I went to Google, by the way. I did not use the app when I went to look up the lyrics.
Would you have if I never called you out before?
No. I would still be
You would still be
using
in the
the
Google
app.
app?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I can shape you into a finer human being.
Thank you. It only took 2 years. Almost 2 years.
2 years of the show. I mean,
Yeah.
it took 65 years. I don't know how old you are. How old are you? 63.
I'm turning 62 in July.
Why do I keep getting this wrong? Can you just add a year? Like, just tell people you're 63.
I'm in no rush. No.
For some reason, I just feel like you're 63.
Not yet.
So you're 2 years older than Mom?
Yes.
I always thought it was 3.
I'm 3 years younger than my brother. I don't know if that.
No.
This would have been tomorrow, by the way, would have been my brother's
1963. That's the issue.
mom's year.
Oh, damn.
Mine. Remember my
I don't know
hat?
what's going
1961 is my.
No, I don't memorize your hats. I'm sorry. We're not that close.
Man.
Anyways.
All right. Our main story today is Mother's Day, which is coming up on Sunday. Family Guy's Lois Griffin has been voted.
Allergies.
I didn't say it, he did. Lois Griffin has been voted the nation's favorite mom, beating out Katy Perry, Beyonce, and even Michelle Obama. I wouldn't have thought of Katy Perry.
I don't know if I would have. I don't really know what I think of when I think of like the best mom. Obviously, I think of Trish.
My name's not Trish.
Good
but
save.
like celebrity,
Good save.
obviously Trish is a celebrity.
My name's not Trish.
But I like when I think of celebrity moms. First off, I think that's a weird group to have Lois Griffin with real people. That's just odd to me.
Good point.
But also, no, I don't think Katy Perry or Beyonce. Nothing against either one of them. Would have came to mind. Maybe Michelle Obama.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Ahead of this Mother's Day, the top 50 moms were voted for in a poll of 2,000 adults. They found Serena Williams, Morticia Adams, and soon-to-be mom of two, Rihanna, also made the list.
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez, Drew Barrymore, and Goldie Hawn were also among the well-known names, which came in the top.
I feel like it's just going with like famous people that have children is just the requirement to
maybe.
make that list. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that we don't know how they are as parents because they keep their children private, which is fine.
Yeah, they should.
I just think it's a weird list to make.
So a question for you. What does mom really want for Mother's Day? Some time to herself. Moms were asked on an Instagram account called @Parents what they most wanted for Mother's Day. And here's how they responded. For some reason, I have the top 9.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to number 10.
I'll make number 10.
Okay. Yeah. Number 9 is jewelry. 2% of moms would like jewelry for Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's probably been overdone, right? Like, I feel like the go-to is jewelry, and maybe they don't want it as much.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Number 8 is someone else making breakfast or having breakfast in bed.
Yeah, and don't just make a Pop-Tart, Yeah. Make some eggs with the Pop-Tart.
I always remember the couple of years that we did that for Mom, Dad was always left with cleanup duty. And boy, could you guys make a mess.
Okay, coming from the guy who literally makes a massive mess now that he cooks. Like, how hypocritical of you.
Hey, I enjoy myself,
I guess. Just don't talk crap about other people.
Number 7, Mom wants recognition and appreciation. Aw.
Yeah, but like she probably also wants like a new Keurig. Like don't just get a letter and say like, here's your recognition, this is your present. You still get something else.
Best Mom of the Year award that I made with crayons.
Yeah. Add something else. Yeah.
Number 6, moms for Mother's Day would like a clean house. So just clean the house.
But they're all going to be like, but nobody cleans it as good as me. or at least that's
My name's not Trish.
the Trish effect.
We had a friend years ago that every Mother's Day, the family would wash the windows inside and out. That was their gift to Mom on Mother's Day.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to talk about how you got scolded for dusting yesterday?
Thanks, man.
I just thought we were just talking about how, the moms are like, nobody cleans it as good as me. And this was that situation.
Yesterday, Matt says, hey, what's up with, don't you dust anymore? Because the routine used to be, we use the Swiffer duster. So the routine is I used to go around, dust downstairs and then my room upstairs. And then I would put the duster in his room.
Yeah, and it was a great reminder for me because I would never remember to do it myself. Like, oh, you got to dust, man. So then I would take it and I would dust my room, and then that was that.
So yesterday he was like, "What's? Don't you dust anymore?" And I said, "Well, Mom had me buy furniture polish, and she uses a rag, and I guess I've been fired." And then what did she say?
She said something about like. She was like, well, you need to crawl around on the floor and get everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, get on the floor, Pete.
You don't get all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
So I guess I've been fired. I don't know.
I think you just got to work harder. You got to earn your job back.
Okay. Number 5, what does Mom want for Mother's Day? A night or weekend alone in a hotel. Screw Dad. She wants to be alone.
I'm trying to think. You think that's, I guess that's true for some. I don't know. I just think a hotel alone, like that's what you want. That's kind of weird, no?
I would think so.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the person.
Number 4, mom wants a vacation. Bye, mom.
That's fair. Yeah. Maybe a spa day.
That's number 3.
Oh.
Number 3 is
spoilers.
a spa day or massage is number 3. Number 2, what does mom want for Mother's Day? A day off or some alone time. That's cool on Mother's Day. No more.
I mean, alone time, shouldn't have had kids then. You know, that one's on you. That one's on you, Mom.
And can moms relate? What is the number one thing you would like for Mother's Day? 30% said sleep. Go ahead and let her take a nap.
A nice solid nap. Like make sure she doesn't take her phone. Don't let her take any sort of electronic, any alarm.
Trish always does that. When she'll go upstairs to take a nap, if she's had a busy shift on the boo-boo bus, she'll go to take a nap, and 9 times out of 10, not you, because you're there.
I'm there, yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, one of the kids will call.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you should give me your phone.
That's how you know if she really needs sleep, there'll be a group text where she says, I'm taking a nap.
Right.
That means don't F with me.
No.
Right? Do not disturb.
And a story this morning, even if mom doesn't love her gift, she will pretend she does. A survey found that 62% of moms have said they liked a gift when they really didn't. Some of those gifts that mom has pretended to love, getting a plant.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person.
Yeah. Getting mud flaps for their car.
I don't know who
Never thought of that one.
did that, yeah.
And also getting dish towels for Mother's Day.
Yeah, probably not a great idea
Yeah, probably not.
unless it's specifically asked for, you know.
True. Yeah, if it's specifically
Other than
asked
that, I'd stay away from dish towels.
Yeah.
Really any cleaning product, anything like that. Yeah.
for. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms who might be viewing coming up on Sunday. He'll have to tell you next week what they did for Trish. I don't even know, by the way, what you guys are planning.
Well,
So
tough nubs, kid.
it's just nice when they get to that age when you can make one call or one text and say, hey, you got Mother's Day covered? Yep, all set. Good.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying about being adults, though, and being everywhere because you got group texts and like, hey, are we doing this? No, let's do this. All right, we're doing this. Okay, can we all agree? Everybody agree. Like 3 out of the 4 agrees, and you're like, all right, majority anyways. We're just going to go with it. And then
Because you never heard from the fourth.
you're like, hey, can you transfer money? And it's like, it takes like months to actually get all the money there. So, but there's always one person that's like, well, I want the cash back on my credit card, so I'm going to order it. And that, like,
Right.
this is what being a family of 4 as adults is.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, but man, it's stressful.
Time for the Stumpah today, and a brand new question for you as we enter this week. According to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it? So that's a small amount. Keep in mind, only 3%. According to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it?
I'm trying to hold in my excitement. I switch the camera and put up the Stumpah graphic at the same time. There really isn't a way for me to do it to ensure that it's at the same time. So every week, it's a challenge with myself to get it at the exact same time. I have to review the footage, but I think I got it.
You nailed it?
I think I nailed it.
All right.
I'm excited.
Little small victories.
Yep.
Let us know your guesses in the comments. And don't forget, you can follow our socials during the week. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Not getting as much hate on the theme songs as we did on the baseball uniforms.
No, it's not bad. Sorry, go ahead.
People are still commenting
Yeah,
on
of
the
course,
baseball
of
uniform. What about the Mariners teal? I don't know. Let me look it up.
Yeah, it's a nice jersey. I just don't think people realize that there's only 10 that we can pick total between the two of us. There's only 10 we can pick. So
right.
There was somebody, it cracked me up. We're talking about the greatest TV theme songs of all time. Of all time. All TV shows. The
Yes.
greatest 10.
Of all time.
The greatest 10. Someone commented, seriously, no Cleveland show? And I'm just like, we get to pick 10.
Yeah.
And you want us to throw the Cleveland show
Which
in there.
might be like number 15, 17.
It's just like, think for a second. Maybe that's your favorite, but we're picking the 10. You know, some people had
Biggest.
justified cases like Game of Thrones we didn't pick or something
right.
like that.
All right.
But the Cleveland show really threw me off. I was like, if I could do this draft 10 times, I ain't picking that once. But anyways,
right.
people are funny.
Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Email is available. It's the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. And you can always leave us a voicemail if you have a comment about something we talk about or a story you think we should use on the show. You can call 774-473-9910. All right, our question today, according to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it?
Gary says, gone to the DMV.
No.
Good guess. Gary says, done their own taxes.
Nope, that's not it.
You really think we're going to piggyback a question in which it was, I think that was last week.
Taxes
It was
last
taxes.
week.
You think we're going to piggyback that with it? What do you think? I'm an accountant or something? Gary, come on now. Gail says poop their pants.
Pooped? No.
Not it. Good guess, I guess. Although it says have never done this very common. It is very stressful.
Very stressful.
I'll give you that. Very common, I don't know. It happens.
Yeah.
But very common, I don't. Anyways, not it. Abby says driven in traffic.
No.
That'd be crazy, huh? People that have never driven in traffic. Gail says check their credit score.
No.
Gary says opened a credit card.
No.
Opened a loan.
No.
Gary says bought a car.
No.
Gary says gotten married.
No. Boy, Gary's got a lot.
He's got a lot. Yeah. Gail says refinanced their home.
No.
Oh, their home loan. Sorry. No.
No.
Not it. Gary says purchased a home.
No.
Not it. Gary's just hitting all the main life events right here. Gail says gone to dentist.
No.
Not it. Abby says wait at the register while your mom goes back to get the milk. That is very stressful. I can't tell you how nerve-wracking that was as a kid.
And then you're moving up to your next, and it's like
and
mom
like,
is nowhere to be seen.
Do not have the money. I am too young for this. I will be arrested. It's going to look like I'm stealing these groceries. Or at the flip side, they're like, hey, can you run back there and get me an extra pack of cheese? And you're like, here we go. Yeah. This is what I was made for. And you're booking it through the store trying to get it before mom gets to the cash register. You're like, mom's going to get arrested if I don't get this cheese right now. Anyways, talking about sweating. Whew. Where are we?
According to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of Americans have never done this very common and very stressful thing.
Abby says when the ATM keeps your card.
No.
Not it. Has that happened to you?
No, it hasn't. Kept my card, but it was funny. I went to the ATM maybe a week or two ago, and I had not been to this ATM since probably before the pandemic.
Okay.
I don't know. It just Trish would always be the one that stopped at the bank.
Lazy.
So instead of putting the card in, lengthwise, you now put it in like, what do you call it? Widthwise. You put it in the fat way.
That's weird.
But I didn't know that. So I'm in there going, I want to take my damn... Typical old people problems.
Yikes.
I want to take my damn card.
Really showing your age there. Did you knock on the window, too? You probably got out of the car.
No.
Excuse me. What's going on with this machine here?
I looked at the little decal, as to how it's supposed to... And I'm like, oh, they want it that way. Oh.
Yeah, there was instructions. Who would think that reading the instructions would help you out?
What a thing,
That's crazy. Abby says, drop something by the sewer drain.
No. Yeah.
I just remember as a kid, the fear, the massive amount of fear when you're playing some sort of ball, baseball or hockey or something, and bad throw or bad hit and the ball's just, we live on a hill, and the ball's just rolling. You see that sewer drain, you're like, my life is over. I'm never going to get another ball
and
ever in my life.
Everything moves in slow motion, right? You're
like, no. But again, it's one of those defining moments where you're like, this is where I need to show off my peak athletic ability. And you see that ball rolling, and there you go, hucking down the street. You're sprinting after it, and you're like sliding on pavement because you're a kid and you just don't give a shit.
Up your leg,
you're like, I'm invincible. And then you don't get the ball. It goes down the drain anyways. And you're like, that's it. My parents are going to kill me.
I'm screwed.
Meanwhile, just like 50 other balls in the shed. Not that big of a deal. But it's a big deal when you're a kid.
Trish cleaned out the shed this week.
Yeah.
She must have found 15 baseball bats.
Yeah, I had to go through them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always, I kept one. I told her I kept the nicest one. I said, just in case I make my comeback.
Okay.
Which in my dream last night I did. So like maybe it's coming.
Did you keep the maple one? The wood maple bat?
What are you talking about, the wood? Yeah, I think it is maple. Why do you say it like that?
I don't know.
You should remember that one bat?
I don't know. Monochromatic?
I'm done with this. I'm so done. I don't even know if the show's going to make it 4 more shows, 3 more shows, whatever it is. Last couple answers here. Read the question one more time.
According to a recent poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it?
Dropped money, Gail says.
No.
Not it. Abby says when you get pulled over and a second cop car pulls up. I think that might be a Vermont thing. Well, no, I guess incorrect either way. But I think that's probably a smaller town thing.
Yeah, because we got
There's not much is going on.
Oh, no.
They're like, I got to call back up. This person's driving a red car.
A red Prius.
You know those red cars. Yeah. Anyways, when your mom uses your middle name when you're ... when you're an adult. Yikes.
Whoa.
Yikes. Abby says missing the bottom step on the stairs and thinking you're going to die.
No,
Hey,
that's not it.
That's tough. Gail says lost a library book.
No.
You're like, I'm going to jail. This is it.
That's it.
That's a wrap.
That's it.
Abby says when you go to a store and don't buy anything and have to leave, but act like you didn't steal anything and you actually didn't steal.
I'm not the only one that feels awkward doing
I
that.
think everybody.
No, that's not it.
They're like, I didn't even do anything wrong, and I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
I didn't steal anything, but they'll probably find an iPhone in my pocket. Like, I don't even know. I don't know how that happened. Almost falling out of bed.
No.
Not it. Gail says mows grass in the rain.
No.
Who's doing that?
I know.
No, absolutely not. That moves it to the next day. Gary says grabbing a number at the deli.
No.
I remember that as a kid. That was nice. And then the nice Shaw's worker always gave me a free piece of cheese.
Yep,
As a
that's
kid,
right.
I felt like a VIP whenever that happened. Is it not? I think it means more to me now because you know that cost the store money. Probably 0.0001 of a cent.
Right.
But he gave me a piece of cheese, fully knowing that the full weight of the corporate office could fire him any moment.
At any time.
For giving. How many kids was given a free piece of cheese to?
I know.
That's like 1 pack of cheese a day.
Could
maybe.
be. Could be.
Shout out to you. I hope you still are employed. That Shaw's closed, so I know you're not there, but hopefully you're at a Shaw's elsewhere.
Somewhere,
sir.
yeah.
That I don't remember your name or your face. Last 2 answers. Pick up sticks, no. And didn't make your bed, no.
No.
Not it. Stumped.
All right.
We'll be back.
We'll have a clue for you in just a few
A lot of
minutes.
discussion there. That took forever.
I know. Time for our new products department. If you are too lazy to make a sandwich, you can just eat some chips instead. Just in time for summer, Lay's Potato Chips is rolling out new sandwich-flavored chips. I'll have to see if I can get these while we're still doing Foodie Fridays.
Yeah.
There is a Lay's BLT sandwich chip. That would be good. There's a Lay's wavy Cuban sandwich. I like a Cuban. There's baked Lay's buffalo chicken sandwich also in the lineup. Now remember, these are chips that taste like a sandwich.
Yeah, I guess.
Now my only question is, what do you have for a side when you're just eating a side? You know what I mean? Do you have the chips and then put a sandwich on the side?
I was going to say a sandwich, probably. I can also say I've never eaten a BLT and I was like, man, I wish this was a chip. I just enjoy the BLT with chips. Didn't need this. But I'll try it, I guess.
What did your brother used to eat? It was a BLT without the...
It was a BL.
Yeah, it was a
Bacon and
BLT
lettuce.
without the T.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was not... He was a picky eater.
He was,
yes. And I have to wonder if this will get Matt to try Burger King again. Burger King has a new version of its iconic Whopper to coincide with the release of the animated movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That's coming out next month. The Spider-Verse Whopper, which arrives on the menus next Monday, features a red bun with black sesame seeds and Swiss cheese instead of American. Interesting looking sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah, I had the Halloween one back in, I think it was like 2016,
Wasn't
maybe.
that a black bun?
It was a black bun. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it just tastes like the sandwich, the Whopper. It just tastes like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting experience.
Any order can be customized if you still prefer American cheese. BK is also offering a Spider-Verse Sundae, which contains soft serve ice cream topped with red and black popping candies. The Spider-Verse Whopper will be available only until June 30th. So,
hustle it up, people.
Don't miss out.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the Stumpah, and we do have a clue for you. Our question again, according to a recent USA Today poll.
Didn't get it that time.
Oh, sorry. 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it? Our hint for you today, I almost read the answer. Our hint for you today is it takes plenty of planning and preparation. Okay? This thing takes plenty of planning and preparation. So what do you think it is?
I'm excited for the draft coming up.
Yeah.
I only had, it's a very limited number of options here, I feel. At least for me. Because I looked at the list. We're doing TV moms. We're drafting the best TV moms.
Which I'm really curious because, one of the things I have really enjoyed about the show is how the two different age groups here look at things.
Yeah, and so I was looking up TV moms, and all the TV shows were from like the 1800s, like your time.
The 70s.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I got some here. It's a limited number. I only have 9.
Oh.
So
we're trying to come up with at least 10.
Because then if you take 5 of mine, I still got 5 left. I'm banking on the fact that you're not taking some of mine.
Okay.
So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. And honestly, one of mine is an awful pick. I just put it there to be funny. We'll talk about it.
Wow.
Anyways, back to
All right, that is next. According to a recent survey, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. And our hint takes plenty of planning and preparation.
Gary says having a baby.
No.
Not it. Gail says taking a vacation.
No.
Not it. Gary says booked a honeymoon.
No.
Gary says planning a vacation.
No.
Abby says planning a fabulous outfit to only look like a potato.
No.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like you're like, man, I just bought this green denim jacket. I'm going to look like a snack.
I look so good.
And then you put it on, you're like, that's not what I pictured at all. That's not what happened there.
Look better on the model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby says going to work.
No.
And also staying at work.
No.
They're two very different things. Going and staying is stumped again, though. We'll go to another hint.
Wow.
We got a tough one here, folks.
We haven't done this in a couple of weeks,
I
have we?
know.
All right. It is time for the draft this week, and we are drafting the most popular TV moms as Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday.
I'm excited.
Here we go. I had to find the right page. Mm-hmm. Do you remember who goes first?
Oh, I actually don't. What was the last draft that we just did?
Was it TV theme songs?
I don't remember. I don't think so because
I still have last week's.
I'm posting them on social media kind of out of order, so I apologize for that.
All right, so I got the script
last
here.
Week was.
Let me scroll down.
What was last week? I don't remember.
The top sodas.
Oh, that was last week.
That was May 5th. Yeah, the top
I think
sodas.
I went first.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I got Coke, and I think that was going to be the first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so my number one is Marion Cunningham from Happy Days.
Is that the actor's name or the?
That was the character.
Okay.
Yeah, I think her name is what, Marion Ross.
Can
So
you
do we
say
want
it
to go
again?
with characters?
No. Yes, characters. Names,
Okay,
yeah.
Marion
Cunningham.
from Happy Days.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
She's my number one.
We're already starting off with TV shows that you watched that I didn't. So this is good.
So was that on your list?
No.
All
So
right,
that's good. That's good.
You're good.
It saves
yep.
me.
Yep.
Okay. My number one. I'm going with Kitty Foreman from That 70s Show.
Oh, I got her on my list. Yeah. Yeah.
Hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Staying in the same genre.
Okay.
Number 2 is Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Right.
That was. I had her on my list. I never watched the show really because I'm young. But yeah. Okay.
Wasn't the Brady Bunch on Nick at Night for a while? I guess.
But you also got to think. I mean, at what age
Before
do you
Matt.
start remembering the TV shows? Probably like 5-ish. And I mean, I don't think the Brady Bunch I'd be watching at 5 anyways. We're probably talking like 8 years old.
Yeah.
And by that time, we're
By then you were watching
2000. It's like 2007. I don't know if
you were watching Full House on Nick at Night.
Yeah. Right.
Which is what, a 90s show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My second pick. This is tough. This is really tough because you want to go like, are we going characters? Are we going their strength as a mother? I don't know.
True.
But I'm gonna go with Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek.
I thought of her, but then I thought she really wasn't a good mother.
But we got to look at the character arc, okay? She wasn't a good mother in the beginning.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
All right.
it was a journey.
I'm at number 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 3, I'll move into the 80s. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show.
Okay.
All right.
Claire Huxtable. Also, put your top 5 TV moms in the chat.
Yes.
Huxtable.
Yes.
I don't know how to spell any of these.
H-U-X.
I'm going to have to do a lot of research. No, I don't need it now. I just need to do... It's funny that it's H-U-X. I put H-U-C-K-S. Huxtable is how I spell it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
I'll do the research before I make the TikTok. Anyways, my number 3... You mentioned this on the ride over, and I said, we're not talking. We're opponents. I said, I don't want to talk about potential moms. You mentioned Lois Griffin. That's going to be my 3rd round pick.
All right.
And I say this. She had a son that was always plotting to kill her, but she still loved him nonetheless. Okay?
What a mom.
So I'm going to say Lois Griffin at number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 4, I'll go back to the 70s for Shirley Partridge from the Partridge Family.
Okay.
Again, a show you've never seen, right?
Right. Correct. Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be my favorite, too, is on TikTok. People are going to be like, how has he never seen it? I'm going to be like, just do the math real quick. just sit with me, do the math.
He's 24.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, my number 4. This is where I don't like an answer doesn't really jump out at me all that much. But I will go with Joyce Byers from Stranger Things.
I had her on my list. Yes. Yes. All right. That's it. Another thing I was thinking was, do the popular shows that are on now have a strong mother character? I don't. Of course, Trish and I watch FBI and NCIS, so,
So they don't really show their moms all that much.
I'm trying to think of the comedies that are out now. Are there strong mother figures?
I mean, yes, I'm sure there's. I mean, Stranger Things isn't a comedy, but it's still, Stranger. And Joyce Byers is a very strong mother figure.
Right.
Goes to great lengths to protect her children and her kids that aren't her children.
True.
So
she's a mom to all.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. Number 5. I've got like 6 left, and I don't know.
I only have 4 left.
You only have 4 left.
Easy, yeah.
Staying back in the day, I'll go with June Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver.
Gail had June Cleaver.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's also helping me with my spelling. Thank you, Gail.
All right, so you're number 5?
My last pick.
Yes.
I got 4. One of them is just not actually a good pick, so 3 realistically. One of them doesn't get a lot of screen time, so I'm not going to put that one. I'll go with Marge Simpson.
She was on the list. Yeah. I as we always do, I don't know about you this time, but I went to Google to see the most popular TV moms, and she comes up on a number of lists.
Yeah.
So,
on my someone on my list that I would have never picked in 100 years was Catelyn Stark from Game of Thrones.
all right.
Yeah.
Right.
She was she was on some lists, which I thought was comical, because I mean, for the time that we kind of saw her with her whole family, she was nothing but the absolute worst to Jon Snow, her I guess you could say adopted child.
Adopted child, right.
Yeah.
And what was the
So in what way would she make a good mom's list?
what was Amelia Clark's character? The blind Daenerys?
Daenerys, yeah.
Daenerys?
Yeah.
Somebody put her on the list too, but wasn't she the mother of dragons?
Yeah, well, she was a good mother of those dragons.
I guess so.
yeah. I mean, then she burnt down a city and killed. Oh, spoilers! I'm sorry.
Some of the other names on I did have Kitty Foreman from that 70s and that 90s show. I also had Samantha Stevens from Bewitched, Edith Bunker from All in the Family, and Olivia Walton from The Waltons, and Karen Grassel from Little House on the Prairie.
I had the only other two I had was Rebecca Katsopoulos from Full House.
Oh, right, Becky.
And then also Howard Wolowitz's mom from The Big Bang Theory. Hilarious. Very iconic character who got like little to no screen time. It was just her voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very funny.
See, that's an example. He's got the more modern moms, whereby I go throwback.
The modern moms. All right, anyways, for the old moms, we have, a.k.a. Pete's team, we have, oh, God, I can't even read my handwriting.
Marion Cunningham.
Marion Cunningham.
Yep.
Carol Brady. Claire Huxtable with an X.
Yes.
Shirley Partridge.
Yep.
And June Cleaver. From Matt's list, also known as the Modern Moms, that was given the name by the old man himself. My team is Kitty Foreman, Moira Rose, Lois Griffin, Joyce Byers, and Marge Simpson.
All right. It'll be interesting to see how the votes are.
Two very different teams.
Yeah.
Very different
Who do you
teams.
think had the better draft?
Yeah.
Let us know, and we'll read some of yours in the post show.
Yes.
Right. All right. The Stumpah in another minute or so, but first, it is prom time. Funny story this week. A round of applause for two friends, Sherman Bynum and Sam Tetro. They raised enough money through social media to ride to their prom in style. Somehow, some way, these guys rolled up to their high school prom in an M3A1 Stewart tank that they rented for $1,000. You found a picture of the guys, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Open your eyes, kid.
Sorry. So, as if rolling up to the prom in a World War II tank wasn't enough, they also were accompanied by a guy dressed as Darth Vader riding a unicycle playing the Star Wars theme song on flaming bagpipes. Yes!
It's one of those where, like, I think you were good enough with the tank. I don't really think you needed to, like, one-up yourself there. I think you were definitely going to win the crowd.
Good point.
But they just went over the top, yeah.
Along with the heavy equipment and pyrotechnics, Sherman actually had a date to the dance. He sealed the deal with his date by presenting a sign that said, "I'd be thankful to take you to prom." Hey.
Anyways, that's a prom to remember, I guess.
I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Plenty of pictures
I'm
of
surprised
that.
the school allowed that. I don't know if my school would have allowed that back in high school.
And I guess maybe a World War II tank is not as heavy as the new. There was a time that when Trump was president, he wanted to have a military parade in Washington, like by the White House or the Capitol or whatever.
Yeah.
But they actually said that the streets would have to be reinforced to support the weight of the tanks.
Wow.
So I guess maybe
Maybe they
it's-
were lighter.
Could be.
Yeah, it was probably like the history teachers were probably like, no, listen, he needs to bring the tank. We got to see this. That's funny, though.
All right, let's go back to the Stumpah, and we do have hint number 2 for you. According to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it? Our clues takes plenty of planning and preparation. And hint number 2. There's many different reasons you might have to do this, but one of the most popular reasons is work-related. There are many reasons why you might have to do this, but one of the most popular reasons is work-related.
Yes.
So what do you think it is that only 3% of adults have done that's very common but very stressful?
Yes.
All right. We'll get to your answers. We have Foodie Friday coming up next, and then Secret Sound Game this week, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got more fun and games coming up on the show today, but give us your answers in the chat here. We'll see if we can get a Stumpah winner.
As of right now, you're winning the draft, but I feel like the chat might be a little biased.
Meaning the chat might be a little older?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No,
I
you
said there
didn't.
might be a little bias.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Towards older
Other
shows.
shows.
That's all I'm saying.
He's dancing all around it.
I'm not saying I'm not bringing up anybody's age. Okay?
All right. So let's get your answers here. 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it? The hints, it takes plenty of planning and preparation, and there's many different reasons that you might have to do this. But one of the most popular reasons is work-related.
Gary says asking for a raise.
No.
Not it. Abby says pack a lunch.
No.
Not it. Gary says getting a yearly review.
No.
Abby says go to a meeting with HR.
No.
Charlie's trying to shout from downstairs.
Yeah.
Gary says going for a promotion.
No.
Abby says dressing business casual.
No.
Abby also says confronting someone annoying.
No.
Hi, Abby's coworker. Abby says stealing a lunch out of the fridge.
No.
Not it.
That all we got?
That's all we got right now. This is a tough one.
Wow,
This is
I
a
guess
tough
so.
one. Plus, I think some people are sleeping in on Friday, which I respect.
Hey, don't blame you at all.
But yeah, Gail says forget your lunch.
No.
It's funny. I was reading these answers, and this might be a hint, so listen up. I was reading the answers, and I was like, all these are very work related. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to say, like, it's not work related. And then I remembered the hint was there's many different reasons you might have to do this. But one of the most popular reasons is work related.
Right.
It's not about the day-to-day operations of the work.
No.
Okay?
No.
So just think about that. It's not about actually being at work.
True. Does it help? I don't know.
Did it make it harder? Maybe. We got a couple more answers here, and then we'll get
Foodie Friday.
We'll get to foodie. Abby says picking a song.
No.
Abby says freaking small talk.
No.
Not it.
You hate that, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit. There's more answers coming in. Working from home.
No.
Not it. Gail says wear different shoes.
No.
Not it. Abby says waking up late.
No.
Not it. Stumped. Gary says rushing to work.
No. It's not
Not
Russian
it.
work.
All right. Stumped
All right.
again.
We'll have our last clue, right?
I know.
Coming up in just a few minutes.
Yep.
It is Foodie Friday time, and today we try a frosty treat. Time once again for Foodie Friday, where this week we're trying, what is it, the strawberry shortcake McFlurry?
There it is. Yeah.
I was trying to think, we've had a couple of McFlurries, haven't we? So I know we had the Oreo one.
Shamrock, the Oreo Shamrock.
Oreo Shamrock. Right.
And then we had the Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake, yeah.
Now this. So not too many, but I mean, more than is doctor recommended, I believe.
I do love strawberry shortcake.
Do you?
Yeah. Get some shortcake, put some fresh strawberries over it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like if you just dump some cereal in a McFlurry. That's what it looks like.
That's what I thought when
Smells strawberry.
she delivered it to us. Ready to give it a shot?
I guess.
All
Let's
right.
just cheers the cups.
Yeah, because that could be messy. Here we go. Strawberry shortcake McFlurry.
Yeah. Crunchy.
More crunchier than strawberry shortcake is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you just threw some cereal in here.
It does, yeah. Definitely tastes like strawberry. So, is it a vanilla ice cream? I think so, right?
Yeah, that's what all McFlurries are. The base of it. Not bad.
No.
I'm not a huge
crunchiness-
fan.
The crunchiness is throwing me off.
Yeah, I expected a little bit more spongy like a cake.
It was good. Now, could I finish the whole thing, though? Kind of sweet, right?
I think I probably could.
It'd be good on a hot summer day.
Yeah,
right?
it's not
Yeah.
bad. I don't think I'm going there, and this is the first McFlurry I'm ordering.
No. I'm more of an Oreo cookie guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm the same.
Yeah.
But if they're out of the other flavors, I'll get this and enjoy it.
Sure. Now brings us through scoring.
I'm trying not to overthink my scores in this.
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
It's a new month resolution, I guess.
There is a number that came to mind.
Okay.
So maybe I should not try to talk myself out of that, right? I should
Right.
go with my first instincts.
Well, no, I think your first instinct is where you get in trouble because you do it and then you overthink it and then change it. So I think maybe
okay.
why don't we take 15 minutes? You sit there with it, really, really digest it and see if you're feeling it.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good. I
All
think
right.
I got it.
Who should go first?
Me?
All right.
All right. We rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, and I think I'll give the strawberry shortcake McFlurry a 7.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah. Trying not to attack you as much.
Turning over
I don't
a
know,
new-
I don't know
a
what
new
happened.
leaf.
Yeah, I went on vacation. Maybe I'm trying a new strategy in life.
Trying to appreciate the old people, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Elderly appreciation. I just saw you spill.
Yeah.
Elderly.
I just wore it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You guys don't know this. We're filming 4 Foodie Fridays today. This is the first one. And okay. Anyways, I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
A 5.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to lick my shirt, okay?
Oh Jesus. I don't think you're that flexible to do that. It felt.
It fell into my lap. There it is. There's still a spot on my shirt.
Just use the napkin. Yeah, just use the napkin. Okay.
So there you have it. If you think of something we should try in a future Foodie Friday, whether it's a new product or something you have seen at the grocery store, let us know. We just might feature it on a future Foodie Friday. It was yummy. We brought it home and put. Did yours ever thaw out enough to eat?
Yes. So you put yours in the fridge. I put mine in the freezer.
Right.
It's ice cream.
Makes sense.
And then that night, I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish my McFlurry. And I took it out, rock solid, ice chunk of McFlurry. And Trish was like, just leave it out, give it a second. So I did. I gave it like 30 minutes, and I came back, and it was perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
It's time for the Secret Sound Game. We have a different game every week. And this week, we have some mysterious sound effects.
Yeah, you guys have to guess what it is. I'm
All
going to
right.
get my cheat sheet so I remember what it is.
So let's see. You guys go first, and then I go first on the third one.
Yes,
correct?
sir.
All right. So what do you got for us?
First sound, listen up.
I have an idea.
Okay. Play it one more time.
All right. What do you think? Put your answer in the chat, and we'll see if we get a winner on the Secret Sound Game. We will go back to the Stumpah, by the way, right after this. Okay. Third hint coming up for the Stumpah.
Abby and Gary both got it, but Abby said it first, gas stove. That's correct.
Yes.
Listen,
Turning it on.
I got to wait for the ding to go away so we can listen up. Such a nice sound. The clicking, but also when you get the of the flame actually starting. And then when it clicks a couple times and you're worried and you're like, what just happened?
Why is it not lighting?
But then it lights. You're good.
Okay.
All right, second sound. Here we go. I played that way too loud. I hope everyone's ears are okay. One more time.
I have a guess, but
I didn't play the whole thing.
I don't know if it's right, but...
Abby said paper shredder. Incorrect.
Right.
Gary said window opening. Correct.
It's a... Oh, in a car.
Car window.
A power window.
What'd you think?
I was thinking it was like a Xerox machine, like you put a copy machine.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't get the Xerox reference?
I heard it before, but I couldn't think of what it was.
I got a story the other day. Maybe I'll bring it up next week. I read something about common business terms or phrases that people have used for years. Now with Gen Z coming into the workforce.
Here we go with the Gen Z hate.
Well, just the younger workers are like, what the hell does that mean?
Xerox is probably the brand, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So maybe more brands have come on. I can make a
Could
copy
be.
with my HP. Okay. All right, last one. You get to go first there,
Yes.
Peter.
All right. Whoa. I'm going to need to hear that again.
Oh, that's
all I got.
that's all the button did. All right.
Driving on a flat tire? No. This is one of those, when you say the answer, I'm going to go,
Anybody got it? Gary said basketball bouncing. Incorrect. Abby says running on a treadmill.
oh, I should have got that one.
You should have.
Yes.
You should have. I know you go on treadmills. Quite
Considering
frequently.
I walk on a treadmill like 3 times a week, two or
Yep.
3 times.
Well,
Yeah.
Abby got it. Shout out Abby.
All
By the way,
right.
the draft is sitting at 50-50. So,
All right, so you're working your way back.
yeah, the young people are starting to wake up. It's just good. It's good to see.
All right, it is round 3, or is this 4, of the Stumpah.
Yeah.
According to a recent USA Today poll, 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. Our first hint, it takes plenty of planning and preparation. Our second hint was there's many different reasons, or there are, right? There are many different reasons that you might have to do this, but one of the most popular reasons is work-related. And our third and final clue is if you have a truck, you might be asked to help someone do this.
I think that's a good hint.
Yeah.
I think that's a good hint. I think that's that.
If you have a truck, you might be asked to help someone do this. So what is your answer for the Stumpah? Still to come, we have our random question and then Feel Good Friday for this Friday. And we got one on voicemail as well. So we'll have that for you. All right, so what do you think? Only 3% of American adults have never done this very common and very stressful thing. What is it? Takes plenty of planning. There are many different reasons you might have to do this. One of the most popular is work. And finally, if you have a truck, you might be asked to help someone do this.
Gail says, forget a name as soon as it's told to you.
No.
Not it. Abby says, typical Vermont answer, pull someone out of the mud.
No.
Or the snow, she says.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I guess it makes sense with the truck can. And Gail says, move.
Move is right.
My name's not Trish.
That's where the ding was in the last game. I'm
My
sorry.
name's not Trish.
Oh, I pressed it again. Anyways, Gail, shout out. That's correct.
What's interesting to note is 3 out of every 100 people still live in the house they grew up in. Isn't that wild?
I guess that makes sense, though. 3%. It's a
Yeah.
very low percentage.
Right. That have never done this. So the rest of us have done it.
Yeah.
But
So we got a tie at the top again. Abby and Gail, man.
look at
They,
that.
they come up with a quantity. They just fire off answers. They're ready to go. Yeah. Everybody else has to wake up.
We'll have a new Stumpah for you next week. It's time for a random question. And our question this week is, what 3 celebrities would you most like to have a drink with? And he asked me yesterday, I guess, are we saying living, past, present, or... And I said, well, it's up to us. So,
I think all mine are living.
yeah, could be anything.
Could be anything, yeah.
Could be living or non-living anymore. But what 3 celebrities would you most like to grab a drink with?
I have 7. I couldn't pick 3, so I'm going to try and pick 3 from this.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
This is tough. This is really tough. I'm going to go with Shane McAnally. First off, he's a songwriter, very successful songwriter.
All right.
And he also actually I don't know if I think he did the whole thing. There's a Broadway play that he wrote and wrote the music for that he did with Brandy Clark.
All right.
It's called Shucked. Never seen it. Know nothing about it because it's Broadway.
Right.
That stuff's kind of a secret. But it just got a bunch of nominations, so that's cool.
All right.
But anyway, Shane McAnally first. Then I'm going to go with Steve Carell.
Oh, yes, that would be...
I just want to dissect that man's brain about everything. Every joke he's ever told. That man is hilarious.
Do you think he gets tired of talking about The Office?
Maybe, but in my hypothetical situation, he's going to talk about it. Okay?
Yeah. You can do it.
My last person. This is tough. I think I'm going to go Chris Stapleton.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just find his story very interesting. I mean, obviously he's a great musician, great songwriter, but
Right.
he's also a very interesting story of how he got into music. So I think
Okay.
I'd want to chat with him about it.
Let us know in the chat who you think. What 3 celebrities would you most like to grab a drink with, or a cup of coffee if you don't drink? Mm-hmm. Again, like you, I have 6 on my list, but I'll try to narrow it down here. Number 1, I'll go with Tim McGraw.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool to have a drink with Tim McGraw. Let's see. My second would be Kevin Costner, just because he's been in so many great baseball movies. Just incredible. And my third one, I'll go with Prince William so I can ask him, what's it really like?
Okay.
If he'd
That's
be-
out there. Yeah.
If he'd be open or not, do you really hate your brother Harry, or is this all
Which
made
one's
up?
the one that left?
Harry.
Okay.
So William is still there. He
Gotcha.
was at the coronation. He put saluted his father and pledged
Nice.
all his support and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Really?
That's an interesting 3. I don't hate it. It's good answers.
who else was on your list?
Let's see. I had Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd just because I think they're hilarious. I just feel like they'd be really chill. I feel
right.
like it'd be a good time getting
Yeah.
a drink with them.
Yeah.
I also have Tom Hanks. I mean, it's Tom Hanks. So
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
it's Tom Hanks.
Can't go wrong.
The other one I had was Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Just crazy
Genius.
genius. Yeah,
Genius,
when it comes
yeah.
to lyrics and songwriting and everything he's done.
The other ones I had on my list, Luke Combs.
Okay.
I think he'd be cool to have a beer with.
Yep.
Frank Sinatra, just because he must have so many stories.
Yeah, and you can tell him how you forgot his song.
Yes, I could do that.
Yep.
I was going to pull it up during Foodie Friday, but I enjoyed watching Foodie Friday.
Good,
so,
good. I'm glad. I put hard work into that.
Yeah. And the last one I had was Elton John, who's had a hell of a career. And
Yeah.
Amazing Life.
All good answers.
If you ever watch the movie, what's it called, Rocket Man, which is about Elton John,
Yeah.
you watch that movie, and at least I did, you wonder, how did this guy ever survive the 70s?
I wonder what it's like, just on a different note, I wonder what it's like watching that, still being alive, watching a movie about yourself.
Good point.
I feel like a lot of times the people have passed away,
right,
and then
right.
the movie comes out. I wonder what it's like being alive. I mean, at least you probably had input on it, which I guess is
I
good.
don't know, but
yeah.
you're probably
I
right.
wonder what that's like.
Imagine watching a movie and saying, that didn't happen.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Of course, you probably can't remember some of the things.
Maybe.
There was a lot of drugs involved.
I mean, hey,
Yeah, a lot of drugs.
we're here for a good time, not a long time. All right.
It is time for Feel Good Friday. And remember, if something's going on in your life, you can always call our voicemail, which is 774-473-9910. We did get a call, I think, last night, so we'll share that with you in a moment. But our story this week, for the last 11 years, a guy in Wichita, Kansas, known as Spencer B., has been running a lawn care company. His company, which is called SB Mowing, has been thriving. Spencer and his team maintain about 40 different properties each week. About a year ago, Spencer started to make it a point to do some good in the community. If he sees a lawn that's in bad shape, he knocks on the owner's door and offers to take care of the lawn for free. That simple gesture has become a big deal thanks to the power of social media. For example, Spencer shared a story about helping Mark Edens, who happens to be a veteran who served 9 years in the Army. People who saw the video on Spencer's YouTube channel stepped up and donated money. After finishing the lawn, Spencer returned to surprise Mark with $10,000 in cash that people donated. Spencer is able to take care of several lawns a week for free, although some of the more difficult jobs do take several days to complete. Spencer is definitely motivated to continue with this mission because he's able to restore dignity to those who might be down on their luck. As he explains, it makes them feel good about themselves and where they live. So he's happy to do it.
It's also so satisfying to watch. I catch myself watching, and they're pretty long videos.
Yeah.
But it's so satisfying, like him cleaning up I just watch him weed whacking for hours. I'm like, Matt, go weed whack your own yard. I'm like, nah, I gotta watch this kid. He's a professional.
And typically, I mean, what would you do? They show the video where he walks up to the door, knocks on, and he says, "Hey, I want to cut your grass." And people are like,
Yeah.
"Well, I really," because you're thinking the guy's going to charge you,
Right.
You know.
I think that's the problem. Is you're like, this has to be a scam. Like, this is a scam of some kind. He's gonna rob me and my family. Like, for sure. There's
Nobody's
something,
that nice.
There's something up here.
Yeah. All right, we got a phone call last night from Diane for Feel Good Friday.
Yes.
Good morning, squad, and Pete and Matt. I just left the hospital at 7:20 p.m. Thursday night. My son had surgery this morning. He's A-OK. Just been a long day, kind of hard. But I was able to catch the last 40 minutes of Hunter Braley live, and it just picked up my spirits. And my son is absolutely A-OK. He's coming home tomorrow. So, everybody, Feel Good Friday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's good news. All
I'm
right.
glad that worked out. I'm glad my live stream could do that.
I was going to bring it up in the post show, but might as well now. You've changed your schedule for live streams.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to do more on TikTok, but I didn't I started doing it both at the same time, but it's a lot to look at, a lot to handle, so I didn't like doing that. So Tuesdays I go live on TikTok, and Thursdays I'm going to go live on YouTube.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Have one more before we wrap it up. And every year, Uber comes out with their annual report of what passengers leave behind after a trip. And every year, that list is topped by things like clothing, cell phones, wallets. But some people take things to a whole new level of weirdness with the unique items that they forget in their Uber. This year, the list includes an ankle monitor. I didn't think those things came off that easy.
Well, I think some people find a way to take them off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You probably had to call somebody about that. Hey, I just found this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody lost 16 ounces of fake blood.
I hope it was Halloween.
Good point.
Yeah.
Someone lost a pin with Jesus holding a slice of pizza.
I want that. That's awesome.
Never seen that. Somebody left behind 2 fingernails. I hope those were fake fingernails.
I mean, you hear about people cutting their nails on the subway, man, but I hope no one was cutting their nails in the Uber.
Someone left 6 cheesecakes in an Uber once.
I'm not too mad about that. I think you...
Now,
do you call them or do you
bring them home and share?
Is that the tip? You know, you don't know.
Yeah. Someone left a unicycle in an Uber, which
I feel like that's hard to forget.
I just have all kinds of questions.
Yeah. I wonder if it was Darth Vader playing the flaming bagpipes from that prom thing.
Prom, yeah. Someone left a slab of bluefin tuna for making sushi.
I just hope that was found quick.
Yeah.
That'll stink after a while.
And finally, somebody left behind their pregnancy test in an Uber. Well, I guess once you get your answer, you don't
need it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think an Uber is a garbage can, though. You should probably take that with you. I'm guessing it was negative, right? I mean, if it's positive, you got something to
you want to show it off.
You got to tell people. Well, I don't know if you want to show it off necessarily. You get people to tell.
Depends on the situation, yeah.
But then again, maybe it was positive, and they were like, I just can't right now, buddy. You take this. Yeah.
That'll do it for today. Stand by for the post show where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out for a bit. If you do have to go, we leave you with our thought for the day. And our thought today is, if you have a problem that can be solved with action, then you don't have a problem. All right. We'll be right back with the post show.
We're back.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
It's witchcraft. Oh, you wanted Elvis singing. That's witchcraft.
And I've got no defense for it. The heat is
He's just class, isn't he?
Oh, of course. I mean, he's wearing a fedora.
I know.
That's class.
Okay, so.
That's class.
Yeah, if you weren't here at the start of the show, it was on this day in whatever year, Elvis appeared on a Frank Sinatra special. Elvis sang Witchcraft, which was Frank's hit, and Frank sang Love Me Tender. So, and I just said, that must have been so cool. So,
yeah. Let's see here. We got some people want to have a drink with. Abby says Mark Wahlberg, Ryan Reynolds, Kristen Bell. Good answers.
Kristen Bell. Actress.
Yeah. So now you've limited it to like 5 million people.
Oh, okay.
So you know who it is now?
I narrowed it down.
The Good Place.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, man.
Only 3 more weeks.
Justice said Donald Glover,
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar, and Bernie Sanders. Solid 3.
That would be cool, yeah.
Abby says honorable mentions Matt Rife. He's a comedian.
Oh, good.
Because I know you're going to... Rife? Matt Rife?
So he makes people laugh? Wow.
What day are you leaving on vacation? Soon.
Wednesday.
Sure you don't want to leave, like, maybe
After the show?
Maybe this weekend. Matt Rife, Adam Sandler is an actor, also comedian.
I know who Adam Sandler is.
And Chester Bennington. I don't know who that is.
Chester?
Maybe he's in Hanson. It's Abby answering this.
No, he's not in Hanson.
Who's Chester Bennington?
That one I might have to Google.
Also, Abby says, I don't think they forgot that ankle monitor in the Uber. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that was intentional.
Chester Bennington?
Yeah.
Lead vocalist for Linkin Park.
I was close. Same
right.
same realm.
There you go.
Also a boy band. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All the Linkin Park fans, take it easy. That was a joke. And anyways, moving on. The draft, I came out with the win somehow on YouTube. I got 60% of the votes.
Wow.
Let's see, but yeah, there weren't a lot of votes. So we're gonna take this to TikTok, Instagram,
and then look out.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what was the other thing? The TV moms. Let's see if anybody put some moms in the chat. Where's the moms in the chat? Abby says number 5, Aunt Becky. Or Aunt Becky, depending on where you're from.
Right.
Number 4, Tammy Taylor. That's from Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
I've never seen that. Number 3, Joe Wilson. That's from Grey's Anatomy. Never seen that. Number 2, Kitty Foreman. She's so good. Deborah Joe Rupp. Oh,
yep.
And she's in Friends too. Hilarious in both. That's number right. 1, Sophia Petrillo.
Sophia Petrillo.
Petrillo. But probably Petrillo, I'm gonna say.
Did she say where that's from?
Nope. Thanks, Abby. Making me look dumb out here. Gail says Donna Reed with June Cleaver.
Okay.
She also said she wants to merge the drafts. She wants to merge our teams.
Sophia, what? What was the last name?
Petrillo, which I feel like she got that double L.
Sophia Petrillo is a character from the sitcom The Golden Girls.
But are we sure it's not
The Golden Palace and Empty Nest?
Are we sure it's not Petrillo?
I think it's
double L.
I think it's Petrillo.
Petrillo. Yeah, you got to have that.
Oh,
that
I
knowledge.
remember her. Do you remember her?
Yeah. I never watched Golden Girls, but I recognize the face.
I never did either. I was not a big Golden Girls fan.
Thank you for being a friend.
I love that song.
I just know the theme song.
Yep.
I think that's all we have for moms.
Yeah.
Let us know if anybody's got their top 5 moms. Abby says, I try to do my best to make you look dumb. Thanks. Thanks, Abby.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Let's see. What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, I've actually had to work every day this week.
Whoa.
I mean, is this any way to run a retirement?
Ridiculous.
I mentioned how I'm doing some games up in Norton, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing some games for the Norton High School, and I had an exciting baseball game Monday night. It was a pitcher's duel. It was 0-0. They played 7 innings. It was 0-0, so we went into extra innings, and the home team won on a walk-off single.
Hey, come on.
All of us in the park thought the guy was out, but the umpire called him safe.
Did he want to go home?
I don't. You know, I was calling the game from shallow left field in foul territory. That's where we set up.
Mm-hmm.
Kat was right by the plate. And when I saw her after the game, she's the trainer at the high school. When I saw her after the game, she was like, "What do you think? That guy was out." I said, "Well, it looked like it to me."
Yeah.
So,
I forgot what I was going to say.
And I'm calling the well, give you a chance to remember.
Yeah.
I'm calling the game, and if there are any umpires, because I know we're big with umpires.
I was an umpire for a year or 2.
You hated it.
I did.
Yeah.
Worst job.
Please, be demonstrative with your calls, because I'm calling the game and,
I couldn't remember monochromatic, but he's out here with demonstrative.
Demonstrative, yeah. So I'm calling the game and the batter gets a base hit up the middle. So I'm calling the game now. Base hit up the middle. They're going to send the runner. Here he comes. There'll be a throw at the plate. And I pause because the kid scores and slides in, and the umpire does not do this. He does not do this. Mm-hmm. The umpire just looks at it. And the only way I could tell he scored was because the dugout emptied out to celebrate. So I'm like,
that's kind of weird.
So it's like, I'm saying to myself, is he safe?
Of all plays, that's kind of weird. I feel like that would be the one to be demonstrative, if we're using that word again. But yeah.
Should I have used another word?
I don't know.
So, all right. So I had baseball on Monday. I had softball on Tuesday. I had lacrosse on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I'm becoming the lacrosse guy in Norton.
Nice.
Pete
the lacrosse guy.
Maybe because I spent time reading the rules.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You do your research.
And then yesterday, I also do an education show. So I went to one of our local charter schools that just expanded, brand new science lab. Man, the stuff they can do in there, it's amazing.
Yeah.
They have a laser in there. They've got 3D printers.
Got some Bunsen burners in there?
I didn't see any.
What's up with that crap?
Maybe I didn't go in that classroom.
What are we? We're too modern for Bunsen burners. now?
Okay. And then I have the show today, so I've worked every day this week.
It's a good thing you're going on vacation.
I know I need a break. I won't be here next week. I'm going. Trish and I are going down to Virginia. I'm surprised that she's leaving Charlie.
Yeah, I mean he gets to stay with Papa. That's me. He loves me the most in the family. Don't tell Trish I said that.
The issue for us is that Charlie doesn't really. Well, it's more so Roscoe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doug, my son Doug and his wife Marla, they have a dog Roscoe, cool dog, but
Not a huge fan of Charles.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe because Charles is small and
Could be.
always active.
He's a puppy. Roscoe's a little bit older.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they have a big backyard,
Yep.
which Charlie loves to run around in. But in this backyard, which is Roscoe's territory, if a stick falls down,
Yep.
it's Roscoe's stick. And what happened one time was that there were plenty of sticks down after a storm. So Roscoe had his stick. Charlie went and found a stick, and Roscoe was like, "No, that's mine."
Yeah.
So,
Well, we got some turf wars going on.
yeah.
So I think we're just going to avoid that. Me and Charles, a little bachelor weekend.
Hey.
Chilling in our underwear together. He doesn't wear underwear. I might buy some for him. Just to
Little boxers?
just- yeah.
All
maybe.
right.
Like maybe some little whitey tighties. Tighty whiteys?
Tidy whiteys.
Tighty whiteys.
Tidy whiteys.
Or some whitey tighties. Whatever he's feeling.
So next week, there will be a show. It'll be Matt and Justin for their final ride.
Yeah.
So
One last time. No, not yet. Maybe on the last show. Well, who knows?
he should join us for the last show.
All right, I'll ask him.
We'll set up a Zoom or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it. We'll do it. A little 3-person draft.
That could be fun.
Could be epic. We got to come up with 15 options.
Dang.
It's gonna be. Thank God it wasn't TV moms. I didn't have enough moms.
No. You had 9. I had 11, I think.
I mean, maybe I could have started scraping some from. There's moms, but I don't know if there's iconic TV moms to go to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem. You had Sheldon Cooper's mom from The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, right.
Great character, great
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in a 3-person draft. I'm not sure.
Could be.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you got Walking Dead, I guess. Who's a mom in Walking Dead? You got a couple. Everybody dies at some point.
At some point, you're right. She died. The mom
did.
died.
I watched the Celtics last night.
I was surprised. I didn't know you were a Celtics fan. Or is it just...
So when it comes to sports, I don't follow religiously. Well, actually, when it comes to any sport, really, I'm just a Boston sports fan. But the Patriots, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm a fanatic. Every game.
Yeah.
Red Sox, I don't. I mean, who can watch 162 games? Sorry. But I'll catch a game. I follow the Red Sox.
I can't watch them all.
The Celtics and the Bruins, I don't really follow. Besides just on Instagram, I keep up with how they're doing and stuff like that. But I knew it was an elimination game last night. 76ers were up 3-2 in the series. And I saw that the Celtics were down by 2. There's 5 minutes left. I was like, I just like good sports, competitive sports. I turned it on. I enjoyed watching it. I felt like a little bit of a fake fan because I don't watch them. And then I just hopped in there. And Jason Tatum was just banging threes. And I was like, let's go. I was like as if I've been watching the whole season. But at the same time, it's my hometown team. So I feel like it's a little justified.
By the way, the Patriots schedule came out last night.
Yeah.
We are going to have a problem.
Okay.
Now, they open the season against Philadelphia. It's a 4:00 game.
Okay.
The first week.
Yeah.
And then they go to 1:00 games. They have a Sunday night game with Miami.
Okay. Yeah.
They are going to Germany to play a 9:30 game.
Yeah,
So I got
saw
a problem there. Do I miss church? What do I do?
I mean, you're not a Patriots fan, so I don't know.
Yeah, but everyone in the house is.
Yeah.
But the problem we're going to have,
Okay.
the Patriots are playing Christmas Eve.
Okay. At what time?
I'm assuming it's an 8:00 start. Maybe it's a 7:30.
Okay. I'm
But-
still confused on the problem.
The problem is we usually go to church, and then we have a gathering back at the house.
Churches, we're home by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and I guess we can have the game on when we're having everybody over.
We
right?
will have the game on while we have everybody over. I don't care. You guys don't have to watch. You can go sing your Christmas carols in the kitchen. I don't care. I'll be sitting in there watching the game.
Drinking your eggnog.
I don't like eggnog.
That's true.
There's Foodie Friday evidence of me not liking eggnog.
By the way, last week I started going through all the Foodie Fridays.
Yeah.
I didn't see the eggnog one. I'll have to go back.
Was there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and find that. So I because I don't want to leave myself with a boatload of work to do.
Fair.
The week before the final show.
I'm doing that.
So I've started. You're going to do that?
Well, I mean, you're coming up with the clip. I have to get all the clips, and I'll probably leave that for last week. I think the last week of the show, I think I'll be taking off from music because I think I'm going to need all that time to work on the last show. The last show is going to be epic.
Oh, great. Now you built it up. I got to deliver.
I think we should wear suits.
You know, I was thinking about that.
It's going to be hot as hell.
Yeah.
But I think we should wear suits. My only issue is I always wear a baseball hat. I think I might go baseball hat with a suit. And just all the suit community will hate me for life. But I think that's how
You're right. It's going to be hot as hell in here.
I know. We might have to get like a floor AC or something. I'm not sure.
I was thinking I'd go with a funky shirt for Funky Shirt Friday.
Fair. All right, we got to talk. We got ideas.
All right.
We got to talk.
All
We
right.
got to figure out what. Maybe a wardrobe change. Maybe there'll be a wardrobe change in the final show. I don't know.
Could be.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Could be.
It's a final show. Who knows? I think we should get it catered. By who? I don't. Probably something burrito related.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. A little after show party.
Nice.
I'm coming up with all these ideas right now. I don't know what's going to happen.
I should be writing these down.
Right? I don't know. Maybe we get a bubble bounce
Bubble
with a cotton candy machine.
Can we get pony rides?
We do the show in the bubble bounce. That sounds complicated. I don't know if I could pull that off.
And I don't think I could walk the next day. If you do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to bounce. You can just chill.
Kind of sit there as you bounce me around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubble chill.
Nice.
Anyways.
What do you got this weekend? Of course,
Mikey B,
Mikey
Saturday
B's.
night, 6 to 8 p.m. If you're in the area, come on down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, we have Mother's Day, of course.
Of course.
Of course, Mother's Day on Sunday. And
I signed up to paint a ceiling.
I was going to say, you're going to paint the ceiling on Mother's Day.
Yeah, I've been putting that off for a while now. I regret it because now I have to do it. But yeah, Sunday it's going to happen.
Kat and Josh are coming over for dinner, so he's like, hey, Kat, you want to hold the ladder for me?
It's a little sketchy what I have to do in order to paint the ceiling.
I
so.
probably shouldn't watch.
I should probably just no. If Kat's holding the ladder, and I mean, Kat will be there, Trish will be there. It's Mother's Day. I don't think she'll want to work, so hopefully everything goes well.
Right.
Wood, but,
no paramedicine work there.
But I'll have healthcare professionals and ladder holders. I should be all right.
I got to play the lottery on the way home today. I forgot.
Yeah, that would be a good Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, well, and besides that, I was talking to a friend yesterday about how, am I the only one? Your lottery dreams change the older you get.
Okay.
When I was younger, I wanted to win the lottery and quit my job, right?
Yeah.
That was the big thing. I'm going to quit my job and just play. So there's that. Then as you get older, it's like you want to win the lottery to pay off your bills.
Mm-hmm.
You want to win the lottery to buy your dream house.
Okay.
Or I want to win the lottery to buy. I always want to. What's the big Cadillac SUV?
Escalade.
Escalade.
You want an Escalade?
I want an Escalade. That's a.
I don't think Trish would let you get.
That's
an
a
Escalade.
lottery purchase.
I don't think Trish would. Would you get a driver to drive you around in it?
No. Why?
Oh, it's a big car.
Okay.
That's a lot of car.
So my lottery dream now.
I would get a driver. I like driving. I would drive sometimes, but I would love like Pete Braley Show. Got to go to Cats. Maurice, let's go, buddy.
My lottery dream now is I want to win the lottery so that Trish can retire because she's getting tired.
My name's not Trish.
So Trish can retire, and I want to be able to rent because you don't really need to own it. You
It's
can
like
rent.
it's a membership deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be able to rent a private jet so I can fly from New Bedford, which is our moderate-sized city.
Yeah.
I want to be able to fly from New Bedford to Corpus Christi, Texas, without having to change planes in 3 airports.
Yeah. And I mean, Virginia would be easy as well.
Yeah.
Just go wherever you want.
That's all I want now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's funny how it changes as you get older.
Yeah. I think I would want a house, nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
house with like a decent amount of land
Okay.
where where I can have a cup of coffee and not have to talk to any neighbors in the morning. I think that's goal number 1.
And goal number 2 is hire somebody else to cut the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would buy the lawnmower. I would pay someone to cut the grass, but like maybe once a month, I would be like, I got it this time. And then I would realize it probably wouldn't come out as good as I would hire SB Mowing is who I would take TikToker. And then, yeah, I would mow it sometimes. But yeah, that's the only problem with our yard is like, I would like to drink my coffee outside. But I know there's 100% chance of someone talking to me. And it's nothing against them.
No, just being
If it's the
social.
middle of the day, sure. But in the morning, I don't want to talk to a single soul. And I already have to talk to you and Trish in the morning. No offense. But like this morning, I walked downstairs. Good morning. It's like, bro, it's not a good morning yet.
Yeah.
I'll get to you, okay? I will get to you when I'm
Well,
capable.
I just feel... when you walk by me, I feel like I should not ignore you. That would be rude.
I feel the same way. That's why I give you the...
Or the head bob.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a good morning.
Yeah.
Depends on the time.
Anything else before we...
Abby said the big city of New Bedford. That's come from Abby in Vermont. So,
Okay.
Abby
Population is about 100,000, I think.
Abby says, shoot, dang, the show sounds awesome. We'll see. All those promises might not be kept. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows?
I think the bubble bounce is a given, though. We are getting up.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think the budgetary committee. I also don't think I don't think I'd be awake enough to bubble bounce at 8 a.m. I don't think I could do that.
True.
I'm barely awake enough to do the show. You guys are lucky.
And as far as if it's catered, maybe I'll pick up donuts.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, maybe donuts. It's early. It'd be too early for burritos. No burrito place would be open.
Oh, that's true.
By the way, Abby said my dad watched every Red Sox game, and you said his birthday is
Tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah.
So he was born on May 13th, and whenever it fell on a Friday, he felt that was extra lucky. He thought Friday, if his birthday was on Friday the 13th.
It's a good outlook.
Yes.
It's a good outlook.
Yeah.
I want maybe the Red Sox won every time.
But he did. He did watch every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dedication. Mm-hmm. That's how you know football is easy to watch every game. Baseball is a challenge. You got to be dedicated.
I think
he
I watched the most baseball on weekends.
I think he was the biggest Red Sox fan I ever knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think anyone has come close.
Nope.
From like people that I know.
I don't
Biggest
think
fan.
so.
Faux show.
Faux show.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us, and he'll be back next Friday along with Justin. I'm heading down to Virginia
No days
Beach.
off for some of us. Says the kid who took a vacation a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
Anyways,
That's right.
I'll be here.
So enjoy the week. I hope it's a good one for you. And remember, no matter what, as we always say, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.